It's time for some hoops at Little Caesars Arena, home of the Pistons. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards in Washington. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
Here is Cunningham after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored. And they're on the break. Here's Collins, and then Collins slams it in.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's Cunningham with the drive, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Into the lane, and he gets it to go.
And that energy behind Giddey's drive helping him get it done.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. The reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Chicago with the ball. Following Lou Dort's three. It's stolen by Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Kay Cunningham has his fingerprints all over sequences like that.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Bulls trailed by 3. Stolen by Dort. A finish. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Josh Giddey. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pistons.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Now here's Giddey. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Yep, it counts. Giddey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defense not able to keep up as Giddey throws them off with that clever move.
Cunningham outside. Lets it go. No good that time. Chicago trailing here. Now Giddey. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. .109 left to play here in the first. Here's Cunningham. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Reeves outside. Here's Collins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Castle. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reeves. Pass to Buzelis. And now the Pistons fast break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's really quick processing by Dort, putting him in prime position, making him the go-to option on the break.
Such a wide open look.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Stewart.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you look.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Count that one for Dort.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
Outside, Jones. Back to Gafford. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Gafford's got his first bucket of the night. Detroit leading by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Olajuwon. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Sabonis. There's the steal. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Count that one for Dort.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Had a hand on it.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Olajuwon, good. Every year, Craig, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, use the height, use the reach. Devastating effect, Daniel Gafford.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Over in the corner, Reddish. Pass to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. No one near Olajuwon as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Sabonis. They get the rebound. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Here's Olajuwon. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Abdul-Jabbar up and in on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 points in the game.
And Giddey just that sixth sense to find the open man.
There's a screen. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Collins. Olajuwon, no good.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And the shot goes in. Giddey's got his third basket of the night right there.
And I like this for Giddey, making intelligent calls for help to get himself open.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Olajuwon. Lock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. They get it again. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Cade really navigating that pick and roll to perfection.
Cunningham on the wing. There's the pick. Pulls it from 20. Green for 2 points. And it's an 11-point Piston lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Bulls trailed by 11. To the paint. And Kareem throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's Castle. Still without a basket. Cunningham outside. Olajuwon in the high post. Down low. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside Collins. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Wants to get it to Giddey and does. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Giddey. And he gets the bucket. Giddey's got 8.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
as both teams making substitutions here. Pistons leading by 7. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Back to Cunningham. Olajuwon inside. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Castle. Nothing on the board.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Outside, Dort. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
Pass to Gafford. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The Pistons making a change here.
You know, for a big guy, Daniel Gafford is very active and agile when he's playing. You appreciate a tall guy like that who can make some moves.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level. That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Dort can be streaky, but man, when he gets in a rhythm, they're going to start to find him.
The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Castle. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 15. Pass to Gafford. Outside, White. Screen by Gafford. White drives in. Detroit with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Castle. Cunningham outside. Inside. Hart, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
From 13. Back to Gafford. Stolen by Dort. Cunningham with it. Jones covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Cunningham with that #1 selection. Lots of expectations for him. So a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at. But he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
He hits the second from the line.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Like it when a team turns D into O, a heads-up play on defense by Hart to make that bucket happen.
White looking around. Gafford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Bulls have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. The first one falls. The Pistons making a change here. That one is no good. to the right side. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons taking a 19-point lead.
57, the ball, 38.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pistons leading by 19. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Top the key, Barnes. Another shot. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Here's Giddey. There's the drive.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And here is DiVincenzo. That's too hard. Floats one up. Doesn't go that time.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Reeves. Rebounded by Castle. Detroit leading by 17. Here's Hart. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, a guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on it.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Bulls trailed by 19. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Shoots. A floater.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the fourth personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you've got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Cunningham outside. And finished off by Wood.
And Cunningham showing off his eye for finding openings. Nice feed.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Up again. Can't hit the foot there. Pistons leading by 22. Cunningham with it. Stewart a screen. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good from outside. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the Bulls.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's Stewart. Rebound by the Bulls. Out left to the wing. To the middle.
2 minutes.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's hauled in by Stewart. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Count that one for George.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Pistons leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lou Dort.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pass to Stewart. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk. Now, here's Cunningham. Outside, Dort. At the tip. And Wood stays with it. And the Pistons lead by 20.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. Now Cunningham. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won.